Each of us has a dream. But what do you do when it seems like the whole world is against you? How do you keep moving forward when you have no money, no support, and even your loved ones doubt your abilities? Today I will tell you the story of Alex, a man who went from a poor boy from a small village to a world-famous inventor. His path was not easy, but his faith in his dream and perseverance proved that the impossible is possible. This is a story about how even the biggest obstacles can be overcome if you don't give up. Ready to be inspired? Then let's go. Motivational story: Alex's journey to success. Alex's life was never easy from the very beginning. He was born in a small village where everyone knew each other. His family lived in poverty, an old house with a leaking roof and clothes that had to be patched over and over again. They often had only a single meal a day, usually bread and soup made from scraps. Despite this, Alex always dreamed of something bigger. Since childhood, he had been fascinated by science. In school, he was captivated by the stars, electricity, and books about great scientists. Alex didn't have expensive toys or technologies to experiment with, so he created his own from improvised materials. For example, one day he built a miniature windmill model using broken umbrellas and sticks. It not only amazed his friends, but also gave him his first small victory. The windmill actually spun. On another occasion, he tried creating a battery using lemon juice, copper wires, and nails he found at a construction site. However, Alex's dreams seemed frivolous to those around him. Classmates often laughed at his torn notebooks filled with formulas and diagrams. "Why are you wasting time on this?" they would say. Even teachers didn't always believe in his abilities. One of them once said, "Alex, you should focus on something simpler. There's no way you'll get into a university." But Alex never gave up. He understood that only hard work could help him break out of poverty. Every morning started with physical labor. He helped his father repair fences, chop wood, and carry heavy buckets of water. In the evenings, he would read books by candlelight, as their house didn't have electricity. He often borrowed science textbooks from neighbors, or even dug through the local garbage dump to find discarded pages of magazines about science. Alex learned to dream despite the obstacles. The first major setback. When Alex graduated from school, he decided to apply to a prestigious university. It was a risky step. His family didn't even have enough money for his trip to the city. But he didn't back down. Alex got a job at a construction site to save up money. He had to work himself to exhaustion. Early in the morning, he unloaded bricks, and in the evenings, he studied textbooks he had bought secondhand. His hands were often covered in blisters, but he never complained. On the day of the exam, he took the last bus to the city, spending his last savings. However, the result was disappointing. He failed the entrance exams. This moment became a real blow for him. He felt humiliated and broken. As he sat on the bus back home, he couldn't stop thinking about how he'd let his family down. But when he returned home, his mother said words he would remember for the rest of his life. "Alex, the road to success is full of failures, but the one who rises again and again will eventually reach the top." A new determination. His mother's words inspired Alex. He decided to return to his studies and try again. For a year, he studied chemistry, physics, and mathematics on his own. He worked odd jobs during the day, delivering newspapers and helping farmers in the fields, while studying late into the night. The books he borrowed from the library became his teachers. He even built a makeshift laboratory in a shed near his house, where he conducted experiments using discarded materials. This time, Alex passed the exams and was admitted to the university. But the problems didn't end there. Alex found himself among students whose families could afford expensive tutors, computers, and equipment. He felt like an outsider. Many students looked down on him because of his old clothes and accent. "Who let this village boy in?" he overheard one of them saying. But Alex worked tirelessly, and at night, he took a job as a courier to pay for his studies. He often slept just 3 or 4 hours a night. The first invention. During one of his lab sessions, Alex came up with a simple yet effective method of purifying water using inexpensive materials. He had been inspired by seeing his neighbors in the village struggle with dirty drinking water. His project caught the attention of a professor who offered to help refine the idea. Together, they worked for months, despite numerous failures. Alex spent sleepless nights reworking designs and conducting experiments. There were moments when Alex wanted to quit. Once, after a particularly frustrating failed experiment, he sat on the steps of his dormitory and cried. But he reminded himself of his mother's words and kept going. When the project was complete, they presented it at a science conference. To many people's surprise, Alex's invention received recognition. It had the potential to help millions of people in poor countries with limited access to clean water. This was his first step towards success. Over the years, Alex continued to work on his inventions. He patented numerous ideas that changed the world, from affordable solar panels to portable medical devices. Each invention was driven by his desire to solve real-world problems faced by underprivileged communities. His name became known worldwide, and his childhood village turned into a place where journalists came to learn more about the brilliant inventor's humble beginnings. Alex's success also brought him financial stability, but he remained humble. He returned to his village and built a school where children could study for free, providing them with books, computers, and even a small science lab. He established a foundation to support young talents from poor families, offering them scholarships and mentorship programs. When asked what helped him achieve success, he replied, "I wasn't the smartest or the most talented. I didn't have money or connections, but I had a dream, and I refused to give up. Every day is a new step forward. If I could do it, anyone can. The key is to believe and act." Alex's story is a reminder that great achievements start with small steps, and that faith in yourself, combined with relentless effort, can overcome any obstacle. Alex proved to the world that success does not depend on starting conditions. His story shows that the main thing is self-confidence, hard work, and the willingness to overcome any obstacles. Today, his invention saves lives and inspires millions of people. And his path reminds each of us, dreams come true if you go towards them step by step. Remember, each of you can achieve your own success. Come back from watching. Do not be afraid of failures and always believe in yourself. Who knows? Maybe one day the world will be inspired by your character. If you like this story, share this video, and subscribe to the channel to get inspired with us. Thanks for watching. See you in the next videos.